Hello, good morning, students. Today's transcription number 277 on the speed of 100 words per minute. Start. The main purpose of this bill is to provide more facilities for rural agricultural credit by the Reserve Bank of India. I think it would be proper for me to give a background of the activities of the Reserve Bank of India in this direction. Practically, from the beginning of the Reserve Bank, this was one of the main fields of activities of the Reserve Bank. In 1935, the Rural Credit Branch of the Reserve Bank was started with three separate sections, including research and statistics. Since then, it has been going on expanding its activities as regards the provision of facilities for agricultural and rural credit. When last time the Reserve Bank Amendment Act was passed in 2000, some honorable members raised the question of further expanding the activities of the Reserve Bank in the field of rural and agricultural credit facilities. The finance minister gave a sort of assurance that he would get this matter examined and, if possible, a further amendment of the Reserve Bank Act would be effected so that the Reserve Bank might give greater rural credit. In pursuance of that assurance of the finance minister, the Reserve Bank set up an informal committee in 2001 to examine this matter. It was a committee of experts, and I think Professor Gadgil presided over it. This informal committee of economists made certain recommendations, and these may be broadly categorized as those requiring amendment of the Reserve Bank Act, and others were of an administrative character and did not need any legislative measures. The Reserve Bank naturally examined these recommendations and gave effect to some of the recommendations which did not require any amendment of the Reserve Bank Act. In this case, the Reserve Bank has undertaken a comprehensive survey on all India basis into the present conditions and requirements of rural finance. A standing advisory committee has been set up to advise the Reserve Bank on matters pertaining to agricultural credit with a view to rendering the bank's activities in respect of agricultural credit increasingly effective. The Reserve Bank is giving active assistance to the state governments in tackling problems of rural credit, particularly in regions which are comparatively less developed. I think honorable members would recall that under these provisions, the Reserve Bank has already advanced to the tune of rupees 12 crores.